week. Make sure you have a strap. If you don't have a strap, grab like a belt, or you could use a towel, thinner towel preferably, or like a bathrobe belt. If you don't have one, don't worry, you can still do it, but we might try to work through a bind here today, depending on what we get through. Let's get this light up. All right, happy Wednesday. My name is Katie. Thanks for joining. We're going to do some yoga. As always, if something doesn't feel right, doesn't work for your body, feel free to skip it, to modify. I'll give you options along the way. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start in a heroes. I recommend a block, especially to start here. And you're going to bring your knees together, your heels apart, and you're going to sit back on this block between your heels. I just posted about this pose today. This is a really good pose to help stretch the ankles, the thighs, and really lengthen through the spine. So we're going to start here, and we're going to do a little bit of shoulder neck opening before we move on. Let's just try to get the hair out of the way here. So close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. Take a few deep breaths. Maybe it's in and out through the nose. Maybe you take a breath out through your mouth. Working. Just settle in. Let's let go from our day, from our week, from our month. And then you can keep the eyes closed, or you can open up to take a look at me. We're going to take some slow shoulder rotation. So you're going to take your right arm forward. As you go forward, the palm's going to rotate out. You're going to take it all the way back, and then the palm is going to rotate in. So we're just going to do 4 or 5, nice and slow in this direction. And then we'll switch directions. Breathing. Any point in time you have to come up off that block just to shake it out for a second, feel free. All right, and then let's reverse it. So palm facing in, we're going to go down, palm faces out as we go up, and then we rotate it back in. So just getting a little bit of rotation in the wrist. More breathing. Again, 4 to 5, doesn't have to be exact. Just to get some nice rotation, some movement in those shoulders. We'll shake it out, and then we'll just take it to the other side. Putting some music on if you like. Breathing. You can always check out some of my playlists on Spotify. I think it's the same. I think it's Fitness with KT. I'll have to double check that. All right, 4 or 5, and then we're going to reverse it. Nice and slow. Take your time. There's no hurry. There's no rush. We're just breathing through this movement here. I'm going to do one more on this side. Good. We're going to come back here, but I want to come up off the feet for a moment. So move that block to the side. Let's head into your downward facing dog, just to shake it out a little bit. Breathing into this down dog, moving your body in a way that feels good. Maybe even coming up onto the toenail side, just kind of moving the feet around, bending at the elbows. Whatever it is you need, I want you to find it here, right? And if it's not down dog, then maybe it's a child's pose, and that's okay. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, look forward, just slowly walk to the top of your mat, nice and easy. We'll keep the feet hip width to start. Head is nice and heavy. And just shake that head out a little bit. And then inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, fold. We're going to take it all the way up to stand. And then exhale, hands at heart center. And let's take a couple shoulder rolls together here. Same thing, nice and slow. So inhale, forward and up. Exhale, down and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then we're going to reverse it. So inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale, up and forward. Matching your breath to your movement. How many was that? I lost count. That's right. Can't hurt to do an extra ever. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. We're going to exhale, step back into that downward dog just for a breath. And then head back into our hero's pose. So if you have the flexibility, you're welcome to sit between the heels. We're not going to be here as long as the first time. Otherwise, block maybe 2, 4 blocks, whatever it is. And then let's just work out the neck a little bit and the top of the shoulders. So bring your right ear to your right shoulder, and left ear to left shoulder. Again, nice and slow, nice and easy. Just feeling it out. A little cracking. Good. And then we're just going to look side to side. So you're going to look to your right as far as you can go, and then to your left. 3 or 4 times through, keeping it slow. Try to keep your shoulders down so they're not hiking up by your ears. And then we'll go chin to chest. Head drops back to your degree. If you feel a spot and you're like, oh, I want to stay here and breathe, please feel free to do so. I could hold in a neck stretch all day. Sometimes I do these in the car. It might be kind of dangerous. Probably shouldn't be recommending that, but still looking at the room. All right. Downward facing dog. Block out of the way. Let's come back. Oh, nice. Neck, shoulders. Continue to walk it out a little bit if you need. But let's inhale, lift onto the toes. Exhale, drop the knees, lift the hips high, send the chest back, and then inhale back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale to the knees. Inhale, chest presses, hips high. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, land. Full breath in. Exhale, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Flat back. Fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands at heart, and we'll release it down for mountain pose. All right, so last little kind of mobility to warm us up here. We're going to take neck rolls. So you're going to drop the chin. You're going to roll left ear, left shoulder, back, right ear, right shoulder, and then chin to chest. Let's do 3 or 4 on each side. Again, slow, easy. Your range of motion, right? So you take it to wherever feels okay for your body. And then after 3 or 4, switching directions. This is really something, honestly, we should be doing probably on a daily basis. But there are a lot of things we should probably do every day, right? Like stretch, like yoga, mobility, foam roll, all the things. That's why it's great to take these classes. It kind of forces you, right? On your schedule, 5:15. Here we go, yoga time. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step it back into your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Let's take it forward into our plank, lowering all the way down from the toes or the knees. Inhale, find that nice low cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, cobra, just warming up the back. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, release. Inhale, hands and knees, press it up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Anytime I'm going too fast for you, feel free to slow it down. Take your time. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Tuning into that ujjayi. Trying to breathe in and out through your nose for most of the time. Reaching the right leg nice and long here. Like you're going to stamp the back wall with your foot. Pull the knee in towards the nose. Let's step it forward into our low lunge here. And let's just take a couple of breaths to settle. Any movements side to side, forward and back. Starting to warm up the hips a little bit. We're still breathing, right? No matter what we're doing. Good. And then we're going to plant the left hand, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Find this nice, gentle twist to start here. Couple of deep breaths. Good. Right hand comes down. We're going to step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale takes you all the way up to stand. And exhale, let it go. Flat back. Step the left foot back. Drop the knee, same side, low lunge. This time we're going to reach the arms up, press the hips forward, and you're going to connect your thumbs here and pull your thumbs away from each other. Help open the chest a bit. Breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, press it back. Downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Reset. Check in with your breath. Inhale, take it forward. Exhale, lower all the way down, elbows in tight. This time we're going to take it cobra, or maybe a little bit higher if you're feeling it. We're going to inhale, lift up, and exhale, pull it back down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. You can always substitute a tabletop for a down dog if this doesn't feel restorative, right, at any point in time. Left leg extends long. Think about drawing that right heel a little closer to the mat as you push through the left foot. And then pull the knee in, step it forward, coming into that low lunge. And again, do your thing here. I like a little bit of dynamic movement sometimes. But if you feel like you need a little more stillness in some of these, don't hesitate to take it. I'm matchy match today. Blue and white polka dots. Makes me happy. All right, let's take that twist. Right hand down, left arm high. Gaze can be up, but if that bothers your neck at all, then just bring your gaze back down. No big deal. Couple breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand to the mat. We're going to step the right foot forward. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it back down. Breathe in, flat back. Breathe out, step the right foot back in that low lunge position. Let's come up, arms high. Taking your thumbs to connect and then pulling those thumbs away from each other. So your elbows are going to be a little bit bent here. And a nice little lift through the chest. And then pushing hips forward till you feel that hip stretch. Hip and thigh open up a little bit. Full breath in here. Exhale, hands to the mat. Press it back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Couple of breaths. Head is heavy. Palms are flat. Shoulders rotate out. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down. If you're ready for it, we're going to find an upward facing dog with the thighs on the mat. So I would walk with your hands back just an inch or so, lifting all the way up. We're going to bring the gaze past the left shoulder, right hip drops. Gaze past the right, left hip drops. We're going to do 2 more times. Pressing through the tops of the feet, engaging those glutes to protect the back. This is one of my favorite hip flexor stretches. I know it can be a lot to hold on the hands. Come back through center. And then exhale, press it back into your child's pose. Let's just get off those wrists for a moment. And let's make some fists, open it up, just kind of shake out the wrists. Full breath in. And full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. All right, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. We're going to reach the right leg. This time, let's bend the knee, open the hip, maybe rotate the foot and ankle a little bit. Pull the knee in, step it forward, crescent lunge. So make sure your feet are about hip width, belly pulls up and in, arms reach up towards the sky. So for this crescent lunge, you're going to take opposite hand to opposite elbow and then push your head into your arms a little bit. Don't lose your lower body though, and try not to let the ribs splay out. Should feel a really nice stretch through the back of the shoulders into the shoulder blades. We're going to hold here for 1 more inhale. And then we're going to exhale, open up into warrior 2. And then for this warrior 2, we're also going to do a little bit of shoulder opening. So we're going to take eagle arms. So you're going to take your left arm under your right, lift those elbows up to shoulder height, and then maybe let your head drop into that little shelf you created. So now we're breathing between the shoulder blades. Gently release, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat. We're going to pause in a runner's lunge. Take a breath. And then exhale, left foot up to meet the right. Flat back. Forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Holding here for just 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Flat back. We're going to flow through that crescent warrior 2. So you're going to step the left foot back, Inhale, come up, crescent. Exhale, open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat. You can take it through your chaturanga, right? A high to low push-up or all the way to the ground. Up dog or cobra, or you could skip it and meet us back in down dog. Or we'll take a few breaths, reset. Breathing in, breathing out. Sometimes I like to close my eyes in my down dog just to really come back, rounding feet and hands into the mat. Left leg reaches long, bend the knee, open the hip, couple ankle rolls, and then we'll pull the knee in, step it forward, crescent lunge, set up your feet first, and then come all the way up. It might be a few breaths. It might not just be that one breath, and that's totally fine. That's a-okay. All right, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Pushing your head into your arms. But what happens here a lot is we start to kind of splay out the ribs. So just kind of pay attention, tucking the tailbone, breathing. A lot going on right here. Use that breath. All right, we're going to take one more inhale. Exhale, warrior two on the left. And then we're going to take those eagle arms. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Right arm under left this time. If the wrap doesn't work, you can take opposite hand to opposite elbow and do the same sort of head rest thing. But get the elbows up and then rest the head. And we breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat. You're going to step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to chair. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind the low back. Pull the chest open. Reach those fingers back. This is where your strap or belt or towel comes in. And then exhale, fold forward. Maybe toe heeling those feet out a little bit. Couple breaths here. Now we're going to move through that left side. Releasing the hands down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat through your chaturanga, or skip it, or modify. Breathe in. Breathe it out, back to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Slow your breath. Right leg lifts. Bend and open. Pull the knee in. We're going to step it forward, crescent lunge. Come on up. This time, hands together at heart center, we're going to twist. So straighten out that back leg. Left elbow to right knee. Staying here, we're going to inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist, push that elbow into the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Being mindful your knee isn't caving in on you. Shoulders are pulling down your back. We're going to inhale, come back up to crescent lunge first, and then exhale, open for warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. So we're going to kind of progress this. So let's start here in this lovely side angle position. Couple of breaths. And then we're going to take it into extended side angle. So I like a block inside of my foot. You can take your hand all the way down or even grab your leg. And then let's reach that left arm towards the front of the room, keeping the chest lifted. We're going to come back up to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Take an inhale. Exhale, left foot comes up to meet the right. Flat back. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take a high twist. So arms are going to come out like wings. And we're going to twist to the right. Keeping knees, toes pointing forward, hips pointing forward, shoulders down your back. Inhale, chair. Exhale, we'll take it to the other side. We're holding, squeezing those inner thighs. Breathing. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Nice work. Separate the feet hip width. Grab opposite hand to opposite elbow. Soften the knees as much as you need. Nice deep breaths. All right, releasing your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left foot steps back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale all the way down through your chaturanga. Breathe in. Breathe out. Reset. Inhale. Exhale. Remember, anytime you need a child's pose, a sip of water, don't hesitate to take it. Left leg lift. Bend the knee, open the hip. Pull the knee in. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Take your time. Here's itchy. Come on up. Hands to heart center. We're going to straighten the back leg, hinge forward, right elbow to left knee. And then as you inhale, think about lengthening. As you exhale, you twist. So we're pushing knee against arm, arm against knee. Breathing. Inhale, come back up to crescent. Exhale, open for warrior two. Inhale, reverse here. Exhale, let's get into that side angle to start. So you're still using your core, right? There's no real weight in this arm. We're not kind of dumping into this side body at all. Using their belly strength. Legs are strong. And then we're going to start to extend it, whatever variation works for you. I like to bring this arm forward and then up for my shoulder. My shoulders are super tight, always. Every time I get a massage, it's like, I'm like legs, 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 hips, legs. And they start with my shoulders and then they spend so much time there. There's like 2 seconds for my legs and I'm like, ah. All right, let's come on up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands to the mat, runner's lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, right foot to the left. Flat back. Forward fold. All right, chair pose, Utkatasana. This time, hands to heart center. We're going to twist elbow to knee, just like that crescent lunge. You are welcome to open it up, or you're going to just hang out here. Just a couple of breaths. We're going to go right into the other side. Same thing though. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come all the way up. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Hanging out here, couple of breaths, knees are together. Don't let one sneak in front of the other. Butt is down. We're breathing. Inhale all the way up, stretch it up. Exhale, let it go. Separate the feet hip width. This time, grab your big toes with your first two fingers. Oh, it's a nice, what should we call it there? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. If you can't grab your toes, then just find a forward fold that works. Maybe rest your hands on a block, or you can come back to your ragdoll. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. We're going to step the right foot back. Crescent lunge, just one breath. Open warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale all the way down. Chaturanga. Take your time, breathing through. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Couple deep breaths. All right, so if you have a strap or belt, make sure it's handy. You may or may not need it. And again, we're gonna kind of progress into this, so bear with me. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. We're gonna step it forward into runner's lunge. You're gonna grab one of your blocks, a little detour before we get there. We're gonna take it into twisting half moon. So right foot is forward, left foot is back. Block is in your left hand, and we're gonna come up off that left leg, and we're gonna hold here first. So this is kind of like a low airplane or low warrior three. And then make sure that block in hand is under your left shoulder. We're gonna start to rotate the right arm up towards the sky. So you get a nice little stretch through the right glute there. Right knee can be soft. Left toes pointing down. Good. We're going to slowly step it back into our crescent lunge, block out of the way, and then open up into warrior two. So we're going to start with a half bind. Reverse, side angle, left arm around your back. So start here, peel the shoulder open. We're going to hold for a few breaths. We're going to come out of it, and then we're going to come back in and try a full bind, right? So if you're itching for a full bind, we're getting there, don't worry. If you're like, I don't know if I can do a full bind, don't worry, we'll find out in a moment. All right, we're going to come on up, little break, turn your toes towards the left side of the room, hands to your hips, inhale, exhale, fold. We're just going to bend one knee and then the other. Relax the head. We're just kind of giving those legs a little break. We'll come back through center. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to hips. Take it all the way back up to stand. Right toes point forward. All right. So we're going to set up for our full bind, okay? So this is how it's going to look. We're coming into half bind, and then your right arm comes under your right leg. So if you're like, I'm not even close, this is where your strap comes in. Grab it in the left arm, wrap it around, so it's kind of under this leg here, and then you can grab onto your strap and lift your chest. Now, if you can clasp hands, but you're facing the ground, then you're kind of losing the pose, right? I haven't done this in a while, so my mobility is not the best, but we're trying to reach minimum the side of the room, ideally up towards the sky. So pick your poison. I'm gonna use a strap. And we're going to hold just for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release the strap. We're going to release to runner's lunge. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Flat back. Pull forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold. We're going to stretch this right leg because we've been on it for a while. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step the right foot back. Drop the knee. We're going to straighten the front leg, sit back onto the heel, or you can use a block and sit inside of the heel. Oh, maybe block the wide way. There we go, that's better. Breathing into this thigh. So let's start by just walking the hands back. Getting a nice little stretch through that leg. And then we'll stretch the left hamstring a little. Coming back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over this left leg. Now, if you have the flexibility, you can ditch the block and come down like this, right? You might be a little crooked. That's okay. Not a big deal as long as it feels okay for you. I'm feeling pretty tight today, so I'm going to stay on the block. All right, let's lift it up nice and easy. Coming back into runner's lunge and just stepping it back down dog. If you need a chaturanga, you know you can always take it. Just fix my mat a little bit here. All right. Full breaths, maybe walk it out. Oh. Inhale. And exhale. Left leg reaches, bend and open. Pull your knee in, step it forward. We're going to find our block with our right hand, reaching forward. Block can be any height too, right? I'm on this kind of second height, but you can make it higher or lower if you need. All right, we're going to shift forward starting here, right? So we're square to the ground, and then we'll gently start to open with that left arm. Flex the right foot. Think about lifting that right leg, breathing. We're going to step it all the way back. Make sure you have your strap handy. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. And we're going to take it into half bind. So right arm wraps around. Maybe you grab the leg, maybe you can't grab the leg, and that's okay. We think about peeling this right shoulder open. So this lift you have in half bind, that's what you're looking for full bind. And what happens is using a strap doesn't mean like you're bad at yoga or you're not flexible, right? It's just eventually you get closer and closer in the strap, and then one day you don't need it anymore. It's a work in progress, right? All right, warrior 2. Let's straighten the left leg. I'm just going to turn here. You're facing the right. Let's take a goddess. Toes out, heels in. Hands to inner thighs. Reach, reach, reach down so you're at where the thigh meets the knee. And then just, again, bending one knee then the other. Just shaking it out a little bit. Dropping the right shoulder. Dropping left, pushing into the legs to get a little bit of stretch from the inner thighs. And then we'll find our way back up to stand. Warrior 2 on the left side. I'm going to stay facing you guys. All right. So if you're using a strap, it's going to come in the right hand. Took me a second to figure that out. And then make sure it's right there so you don't have to go very far, right? We're going to come down into it. half or full bind, grabbing your hand or grabbing the strap, reaching under the leg, lifting up. About 5 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, gently release. We're going to take it into runner's lunge on the left side. You're going to step your right foot up to meet the left. I'm just in the wrong position. Don't mind me. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, full. Let's rinse it out. Take it all the way up. Exhale it down. Flat back. We're going to step the left foot back. Drop the knee. We're going to bring the heel to the outside of the glute. And we're going to sit back onto your mat or your block. Like it's a half hero, basically. All right, and then maybe walking it back, pulling belly up and in, lengthening through this thigh. Just held us up there for a while. Give it some love. And then come on up, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over this right leg. I like a soft knee here. Just don't want it locked out. All right, slowly come up off that block, nice and easy. We're going to step it back. Optional chaturanga. And then we're going to head one more time back into that hero's pose. So knees together, heels out wide. Maybe you try without a block if you had a block. Maybe if you had 2 blocks, you do 1 block, lower level. Maybe you're where you are when you started, and that's okay too, right? Now, if you are, well, it doesn't matter, block or no block, you can walk your hands back like we did before, pull belly up and in, reach those knees forward, get a nice stretch through the thighs. If you want to block, this is as far as you're going to go. If you're on the ground and you want to keep going, down to the forearms, maybe all the way down onto the ground, you are welcome to. Otherwise, we're breathing here for 3 more. All right, let's slowly release. Oh, shake that out in our down dog. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take it forward to plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Arms by your side, cheek to one side. Bend the knees and just windshield wiper a little side to side. All right, we're going to take a couple of locusts here. So we'll start with arms by the sides. Feet come in. Chin or forehead to the mat. Palms face down. We're going to inhale, lift chest, lift palms, lift feet. We're breathing. Really focus on that breath, right? Being on the belly can kind of make it a little bit quick. One more inhale. And exhale, release. Opposite cheek to the moon. Take a breath in. And a breath out. All right, chin and forehead to the mat. This time we're going to interlace the fingers behind the low back, feet together. Inhale, lift chest, lift hands, lift feet. We're breathing. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. All right. So make sure you don't have anything on either side of you. Blocks, straps out of the way. I'm going to move my mat a little so I don't roll into the fireplace. Something a little bit fun, little shoulder opener. So we're going to set up like we just did, locust with interlaced hands. We're going to inhale, come up. You're going to bring your feet down and you're going to use your feet to press to the right side with the hands interlaced. And you're kind of on this right shoulder, reaching your fingers back behind you. And then we're going to come back through center. Use your feet to take it to the other side. So you still have the hands interlaced. You're still reaching, just a little deeper stretch for the chest and the front of the shoulders. Let's come back through center and let that go. Whew. Extend your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead to the mat. Shake out those wrists and hands a little bit. Come back to bent knees and just windshield wiper. Adding on anything else that feels good. All right, we're going to press it up, hands and knees, and back to downward facing dog. Right leg's going to lift. You're going to bend and open. You're going to take your right knee towards your right wrist, setting up for half pigeon. So adjust however you need. Think about getting a little bit of length, inhale, and then exhale, folding, using a block under your hip, your chest, your head. Want to make sure of the time here. And then letting your upper body go. Breathing into that right hip, right glute. Nice, strong inhales and exhales. All right, let's slowly press it up, nice and easy. Take your time. We're going to send it back, downward facing dog. Walk it out. If you need a vinyasa or something in between, feel free to take it. When you're ready, left leg, bend and open. Sweep it through. I like to extend that back leg a little bit. Make sure you're on the top of the foot and it's not kind of sickling inward. Straight back there. We'll lengthen. And when you're ready, letting that upper body go. Even though I wouldn't call this resting, right? It's kind of a passive stretch. We're still breathing deep. Still working with Ujjayi. I can hear people upstairs. I'm like, where is Katie? Oh, she's just teaching yoga, you know. I was telling my boss this morning from my other job, slowly lift up. I hate subbing my classes. Hate, 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 hate. Peter wants to go away. Let's sit back and just bring the other leg around, shake it out. And I'm like, I don't want, no, I just subbed them for June. I don't want to have to sub them again. So it has to be somewhere where I could teach my classes. All right, bend the knees, lift, a little stretch for the back, exhale, fold. Couple of breaths here. And then we're going to find our way back, not back, onto the ground. So if you need to shut the lights or grab a blanket or anything, feel free. Not Shavasana quite yet, but soon. We're going to pull the knees in. A little shake side to side. Let's take a happy baby while we're here. Happy baby never feels bad, right? A little stretching, bending. And then we'll bring the knees back through center. And then let's take, we have a minute. We're going to take a spinal twist in Shavasana, but if there's any pose, anything at all, like if you want a back bend, a bridge, or a wheel, if you wanted a crow pose, or I don't know, an airplane, I mean, that sounds kind of crazy, but if there's something you feel like you didn't get today, warrior one, maybe an inversion, legs up to the sky, I think that's what I'll do. I want you to take it here, right? Just about 10 breaths. So about 5 breaths on each side. If you do have something with 2 sides, anything at all that feels, and it could be something maybe we already did, right? Maybe it's coming back to that neck stretch and holding for a little bit. A few more breaths. All right, and then slowly finding your way out of whatever it is you were in. And let's take a spinal twist. So pull the right knee in, lengthen the left. Draw that knee across your body. Right arm out like a wing. So my husband got a new job and he doesn't start till September 9th, which is it's horrible for me. He's like, I'm bored. I'm like, okay, well, I'm trying to work here. And that's also why he wants to go away. Left knee in, take it to the other side. I was like, I need you to go back to work. I mean, you deserve, I know you've been working a long time, all your life, but you deserve a month off, but it's getting old. How about you go on a boys trip? All right. Oh, back through center. One more big squeeze. Let's start to settle into our Shavasana. So legs extend, feet splay out, arms by your sides, palms face up. Starting to soften that breath if you haven't already. Closing your eyes. Allowing yourself these last few minutes to just rest. Shavasana. slowly starting to bring some awareness back. I'll roll to one side, finding fetal position before we come up to seated, where we begin. Taking a moment, notice your legs, your shoulders, really feel a little bit more open. No judgment on what you did or didn't do today. Always a work in progress. We'll bring our palms together at heart center. Take a full breath in. Big exhale. Thumbs to your third eye. We bow in gratitude to each other and ourselves, and together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Awesome job, everyone, today. Drink water, be good to yourselves. Thanks so much for joining me. You're so welcome, Corinne. Thanks for coming. Julie, yeah, you're so welcome. Oh, thanks, Arlen. All right, so I'll be here next week, Tuesday, 7:30. You're welcome, Carol. For strength, if you're up for it, it's a good combo. Strength on Tuesday, yoga on Wednesday. Stretch it out a little bit. All right, you guys. Oh, I'm so glad, Naomi. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.